big fan of the Job Creators Network. They're at taxcutswork.com. Find out what they're doing. Elaine Parker wrote a piece in the Washington Examiner about the healthcare reforms. Okay, I have been on radio for a long time, and I decided early on I am completely okay with showing my ignorance. So I'm going to ask you a very basic question, and it is with regard to what I raised earlier. With any reform that has thus far been enacted by the Trump administration, tell me that I am wrong in assuming that one can continue to have no insurance and get covered because you don't have to, because you can get insurance once you get sick. Do I have that wrong?
No, I think you're right, Dennis. I think that is still right.
Okay. So, allow me to ask you then, isn't that the heart of the problem? Insurance isn't insurance. If we applied it to cars, I will get my car insurance after I have a crash. Why would anyone buy it before a crash?
You know what, you raise a great point, and that the unfortunate part is that our government didn't function well enough to repeal the entire act of the Affordable Care Act and implement something that would work for everybody and also do what it was supposed to do, and that was make insurance affordable. So there's a lot still to be done and a lot of work in this area, but the two measures that we talked about in the one in the op-ed on the short-term policies and expanding association health plans are a step in the right direction. Okay.
You are now, are you personally involved? There is now a bus tour for the Job Creators Network around the country. Can you tell me and my listeners about that?
I can. Thank you so much for asking. The Job Creators Network is launched the second leg of our national bus tour. It's called Tax Cuts Work. Yesterday in Colorado, and today we're in New York as well. And we are making our way across the country, actually in two buses, simultaneous tours going on at the same time. We're hitting 50 stops in 25 states, and we'll be talking to members of Congress and small business owners about how the tax cuts have boosted the economy. And this is very important, Dennis, because the Democrats and their allies in the media have done a very good job at talking down the economy and the tax cuts. And they keep calling it a tax cut for the rich and that the middle class is being hurt. And the fact is the average family is saving $1,200 a year. And that's in addition to the wage increases and bonuses that were also triggered by the tax cuts. So this is an important tour for us. It's an important tour because it's an opportunity to get the message out at the grassroots level that tax cuts do work.
What would you like? I mean, do you want people listening to greet you? I don't quite follow. What would you like my listeners to do?
If your listeners can go to our website at taxcutswork.com, they can click on the tour button and they can see what city we're going to and when we're going to arrive. And if they can come out and support the event, it's a great time. You can talk to your congressman. You can hear stories from small business owners and how they are investing in their business, how they are growing their business, hiring more people, and talking about how tax cuts work, because this is the story that the media is not talking about. This administration is all of the signs point to a very strong economy, and it's not an accident. We've had the largest tax cut in history, the largest tax cut ever for small businesses.
And we're getting more revenues. Exactly what the Laffer curve promises. Lower taxes, and yet the government is getting more money.
Exactly.
But the left doesn't care because they don't ask what works. They ask what expands government. That is their erotic dream.
Very true.
All right, Elaine Parker, you're doing very good work. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Dennis.
Welcome. All right, taxcutswork.com.